All right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, Mark Pierce. It is Wednesday, Wanderlust Wednesday here in the cave, Christmas edition. So what are we doing with Christmas this week? Like I said, huge Christmas music fan. So many, I just don't even get to all of my favorite Christmas music, and we try to present many songs in one episode. So today is no exception, and we will have probably some songs that you know. But at the end, we'll do one record that maybe you're not familiar with. First and foremost, let's talk about Burl Ives, the legendary Burl Ives, born in 1909, died in 1995. Singer, actor, author, musician. Just amazing. And you forget, right? So he was born in Illinois and came up through CBS radio. Huge radio star. Huge country music crossover. 1940s, 1950s, all kinds of films. He was in The Big Country in 1958. Won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. So he was a big deal. And then why do we know who he is? Because as kids, we watched all those Christmas specials on TV. You know the ones. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. All those great ones. And he was the narrator in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in 1964. And he sang those songs. Holly Jolly Christmas, the theme song, Silver and Gold, Silver Bells. This is just great stuff. A lot of times you hear that classic Christmas music and you just don't know who's singing. I mean, obviously you know people's voices. His is pretty distinct, though, and you can tell. You remember him as the narrator, and then you know that that's who it is singing. But you got to check these out. Check out Burl Ives' Christmas album. Absolutely love Holly Jolly Christmas. That's a good one. And Silver and Gold. That's another good one. So those are the ones you're going to check out from Burl Ives today. Similar theme. We're talking about Gene Autry next. Another legend. Gene Autry, born in 1907. 2 years before Burl Ives. He was just also huge. The singing cowboy. I mean, he was massive. Singer, musician, same thing. Actor, rodeo performer. He owned the California Los Angeles Angels baseball team from 1961 to 1997. How about that? They say he's the second most influential country performer as far as the genre is concerned in the history of country music, second only to Jimmie Rodgers. He was in 93 films between 1934 and 1953. He had his own TV show. He was just American Pie cowboy goodness. That's what he was. And again, you don't necessarily know that it's him singing, so you got to seek it out and listen to it. But he does all the stuff, all the songs that you would want. He's very famous for his version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer as well. But the singing cowboy, the reason why I'm talking about him is because this song comes on when I play my Dean Martin Pandora radio station every year, and I always find myself singing to it. It's great. It's called Up on the House, Ho Ho Ho, and it's just a great song. If you don't know this one, you're checking it out today. Up on the House. Click, click, click. Listening to some Gene Autry today. So that's your second assignment. And last but not least, a true Wanderlust Wednesday, perhaps. Any of you listen to this record? We're talking about the Roaches, 3 Irish American sisters from Jersey. When you look them up, the phrases unusual, quirky come up. They were this singing group from the 1970s all the way to 2017, when one of them died of breast cancer. And they just had this, that's the only way to say it, is they had this quirky thing. They put out these records. They always had a small audience. They didn't have any airplay. They didn't have much record sales. They did manage to get on Saturday Night Live. Phoebe Snow made one of their songs in the late 70s popular, and she went on there, and she got them to get them on later on. And so they did perform 2 songs in 1979. But why are we talking about them? We're talking about their 1990 album, We Three Kings. And it was reissued in 1994 by Rykodisc. That's when I came in. That's when we started listening to it, my wife and I. Rykodisc was so good. Back when we talked about record labels, they were so good at reissuing and remastering and repackaging stuff. And this is one of those things. And basically, the reviews on this were great. Classic, unconventional Christmas record. Everybody loved this record. They said this is great. It's a cappella. They had to rehearse for like 6 weeks to get through one of the songs. And in the 2 of the songs they wrote, there's 24 songs on here, so I don't need to go through all of them. But I'll point out a few of them. Star of Wonder is a song that one of them wrote, one of the 2, and it's dedicated to one of their friends who died in the Lockerbie airliner bombing. Winter Wonderland. Their version of Winter Wonderland is amazing because it's sung with New Jersey accents. Big time New Jersey accents. So if you don't know that one, check that out. That's well worth it. They're Deck the Halls. You've got Middle Eastern music in here. You've got music from the Caribbean in here. Influences. The notes, sometimes you're listening and you're like, wait, does that go? Is that in tune? Is that like you're just, it's so good and weird but fun, and you got to listen to it. All 24 songs. I'm daring someone to do that today. Play the whole album by the Roaches and see what you think. All right, that's what we got for Wednesday. We're almost at 7 minutes. Not too shabby. We got more Christmas music coming your way. Hope you're listening to Christmas music wherever you are, and looking forward to the rest of the week. Have a good one. Have a good Wednesday. Wanderlust away. And as usual, I'll catch you on the flip side.
Click, 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 down through the chimney with good sense.